guys, welcome back to the shop. Sorry it's gonna be a little noisy. I've got my fan running. It's fairly warm today. I went ahead and put a second coat on the cab, and I went ahead and put a light coat across the sill plate of the door. Now what I'm gonna do is block sand this out, and also I'm gonna hit this with a DA first and then block sand it. So let's get started on that. Make sure I got this for the turn. One time. I still got a little bit of a high spot right there. So I can use my, I can tell it's high. Right in there, it's still a little high, then it starts getting a little flatter. So we're gonna leave a little bit of high spot to block down. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this down right quick. Use this DA. Got everything good and dusty. Yes, I probably should be wearing my safety glasses and my respirator for that matter. So I got a fan blowing air away from me, so that helps. I'm gonna get my blow gun so I can blow this stuff on out of here. Use the DA, just kind of feather that edge a little bit. I know it ain't gonna be, it don't need to come all the way out to the end. Well, that's just, that thing makes a lot of dust. Alright, now I need to get my block sander and some, probably some 320. See what that looks like. I'm actually going to go with 180 since I've got 180. I've got 320 too, but we'll start with 180 and work our way up. You want your block to be wider than where you're working.
Sweet sun pouring down in the strawberry sky. Tall grass dancing down by the St. John's riverside. And I can see Maggie running through the fields full of wild. A free spirit living a beloved life. I've been daydreaming about the South, appreciating those days. Growing up in Madeline, a blessed world in the southeast. I remember running barefoot, well aware of sand spurs. Sitting on the park bench, working on guitar chords. I'm still enchanted by the legendary fantasy electric brunettes. How they would render me helpless by the way that they dressed. Appreciating those days. Growing up in Madeline, a blessed world in the southeast. Recently,
spot here I can fill in with some glazing putty. They're right there. Up in here. There's a low spot. And there's a low spot right in there. That's a high spot. Tell where there's a high spot, where there's low spots. That feels pretty smooth. Got a little bit of high spot. Little rough spot right there on that grind out. Alright, so my plan is sand the bottom of this rocker. I found a couple of pinholes in this cab corner, but I think they're small enough I can just tack them up. Sand up on the cab as high as this paint line right here. All on the front, get the front done, the back, and then drop it down lower on a lower dolly. Take out the windshield, wash out the cab, sand the top, and sand the floor. And I may do some sand in the floor before I drop the cab down, but get the cab cleaned out, POR 15 the floor, and should be ready to prime it, final block sand it, seal it, and then put a base clear coat on it. The only thing I'm not sure of is this being a deluxe two-tone, whether or not I should paint it all gray and then come back and paint the blue, or paint part of it gray at the bottom, and then come back and paint the blue, or go ahead and do part of gray, paint the whole bottom half blue, and then come back and shoot gray over the top of that. I don't know yet. I need to do a little studying on that. If anybody has suggestions on how to paint a deluxe two-tone base clear, I'd be interested in hearing it. Please leave it in the comments section. And other than that, guys, I guess I'm just going to continue sanding. I'm going to get the DA with 80 grit and just hit the bottom of the rockers good, and make sure there's no rust through. And everywhere I can get to with the DA, I'm going to hit it with the DA. I think I am going to go ahead and close in these holes for the drip rail. I'm not going to put the drip rail back on there. So I'm going to go ahead and tack them up. And yeah, just keep sanding until we get it ready to drop down. And actually, I really like to go ahead and paint the floor with it up high, but I'm not sure. I might be able to wash it out. We got holes in these seals, so it should drain. The only thing it won't drain is in the seat area right there. I have to squeeze it out. But anyway, guys, when I get down to that far, I'm gonna bring you back, and I'll continue to update the progress as we go along. I know y'all don't want to sit here and watch me sand this truck down, so I'm not even going to video that. I'm not even going to try to fast forward it, because it would be just probably hours and hours of video. So until then, guys, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Alright, guys, I thought I'd add this to this video, make it a little bit longer. I basically got this etching primer sprayed on it, all the bare metal spots. But I had an equipment malfunction. You can see the pad, it came loose and I tore it and all that. Now the sandpaper won't stay on there, so I'm gonna have to find another DA sander. So if y'all looking to buy a DA sander, this is the Kawasaki I don't recommend it. This thing lasted about 2 days. And not much sanding with it. Not much sanding at all. So I don't recommend that sander. I'm gonna find me a good one. Yeah, because we got a lot more sanding to do. But basically all this green gray looking stuff is etching primer. And I went ahead and tacked these holes up, ground them down. I will have to go back and put a little filler on it to make it smooth, but then got these 3. And I'm gonna wait probably till I get it down low on the ground to fool with that. But now I got to get under there, and because there's some dents in that rocker panel that's got to be fixed. So I got to get another sander, because I do not want to hand sand all this, if at all possible. Especially, I mean, I can use my little 2-inch sander here. That thing right there, I finally got it mounted in my die grinder instead of my drill. That ain't worth a damn, the drill, but I wish I had a 90-degree angle grinder, die grinder, but it'll work. It works like that. It's just a little bit harder to hold. I can get on there and use that, but all I've got for it is 40s and 60s, and it'd be a little harsh on some of these places, but it's just a matter of getting on the ground and getting out of there, and I know that stuff's gonna be all in my face. So anyway, guys, thought I'd throw that in, and thanks for watching.